Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in. This video is going to be useful for NDIS participants or their carers that have just received their new NDIS plan and had support coordination funding approved. And today I would like to go into Support Coordination Level 2 role. Hi, my name is Lucia and I'm a Registered Support Coordinator, and I would really appreciate a quick like and subscribe before we begin. So let's start by examining what the role is about first. The Support Coordinator is someone who is linked to the NDIS participant and assists with the NDIS plan interpretation, explain what the person is funded for, what all of the different categories mean, and what supports participant can engage with, and also linking to those supports, thereby creating what is referred to as the care team around the participant. Overall, the care team, including the support coordinator, are there to assist the participant with progression towards their well-being and NDIS goals. So if you try to visualize this, the care team is the ship in the sea, that is the NDIS, and the support coordinator is someone who will assist the participant with navigating that ship based on the experience and knowledge that they have of the NDIS sea. And so this ship, or this care team, and the support coordinator as part of that care team will assist the participant with where it is they want to end up in terms of their NDIS and other well-being goals. There are 3 levels of support coordination: level 1, level 2, and level 3, which is referred to as specialist support coordination. So level 2 support coordination involves all of the responsibilities for level 1 support coordination, and to quickly summarize what it is, level 1 is there to assist with plan interpretation and funding interpretation, as well as how the funding can be used, help with calculating a budget and building that confidence, engaging, negotiating, and linking to providers, services, and supports. Building onto this, level 2 involves other things that make it a bit more complex, such as planning individualized supports based on the participant's circumstances, including their disability, how that impacts their life, address any barriers to accessing care, deal with any complex family dynamics, deal with risks, and so on. Support coordinators of all levels especially should be across legislation, rules, and regulation. Level 2, because it is dealing with more complex care, is also required to be experienced and knowledgeable of the NDIS framework on a deeper level, but also hopefully more across any of the recent changes that happen from time to time, because advocating for the participants' rights and also their needs is a significant part of the role. At this level, the support coordinators are also looking at more individualized supports when building that ship that forms that care team around the participant. This includes having knowledge and ability to link the participant not only to the NDIS providers, but also to mainstream supports, community supports, and if there are any informal supports, including family members or friends, that can all fit in together and work together to assist the participant with the well-being and the NDIS goals. But wait, we are still not done. Additionally, at level 2, there may be cases where participants experience unexpected decline of their physical or mental health. They may experience complete absence of supports and or social isolation, or maybe experience homelessness. And it is part of the level 2 support coordination responsibilities to sit with the participant, analyze the potential risks surrounding their circumstances, and plan for such circumstances, which is referred to as crisis planning. When such crises occur, level 2 support coordinator will assist participants with navigating those. For example, if the participant ends up in the hospital, the coordinator will work with the clinical team to follow up on any support letters they can provide to the NDIA about participants' well-being and care needs, participate in discharge planning meetings, ask for hospital discharge summary with consent from the participant, of course, and ask for relevant referrals to community-based supports. Or another example, in cases where a participant is struggling with finding housing organizations that can assist with securing a house, or explore specialist disability accommodation, or SDA for short. Often, due to complexity of the role, level 2 support coordination can vary in the amount that it is funded in the plan, averaging between 40 to 60 hours per year, but of course, there could be instances where it is funded for much less or much more. At all levels, support coordinators are there to assist the participant with plan reassessment, plan variation, change of circumstance request, or be present during phone calls with NDIA in general. They are also responsible for reporting to NDIA. There are several reports that they are responsible for completing and submitting to NDIA. Firstly, the implementation report, which needs to be submitted at 8 weeks after a participant's plan has begun or after the request of service has been accepted by the support coordinator. This report outlines participants' goals and how the support coordinator is assisting the participant with those goals. It also outlines which supports and services have been linked to the participant during these 8 weeks and what other services or steps will be taken later in the plan. Midterm implementation report is exactly what it sounds like and will have to be completed at specified intervals by the NDIA. This report is for general update of the progress of the plan utilization and progress of the participants' goals. And of course, end of the plan report, it has so many other names like progress report or plan reassessment report. This report is there to summarize to the NDIA what has been done through the whole plan lifecycle. Which supports worked, which didn't. It breaks down what funding did and did not work, which supports are required to be reviewed, which supports are required to be added based on the recommendations in the reports from allied health professionals or any other clinical professionals. Level 2 support coordination is not clinical or therapeutic care. It does not diagnose, treat, provide therapy, write clinical treatment plans, or make medical or clinical decisions. Those responsibilities belong with the qualified health professionals, such as psychologists, psychiatrists, or your GP. Because of this, support coordination has limited authority to justify requests to the NDIA on their own. Strong requests usually require evidence from relevant professionals, such as occupational therapists or other clinicians. While Level 2 support coordination does consider participants' risks and plans for crisis, it also troubleshoots and resolves routine service issues. It does not provide emergency attendance or 24/7 on-call coverage or lead complex, high-risk multi-agency responses, although some support coordinators do provide case management, and you will have to discuss that with them directly. Support coordination also can be confused with plan management. It does not hold funds, it does not pay for invoices or move money between budget categories. Support coordinators also can't guarantee NDIA approvals or variations. It can help track progress of the funding and link to the plan manager, but it cannot make delegate decisions or alter a participant's budget. Support coordination is also not direct support work. Level 2 does not provide hands-on personal care, domestic assistance, community access shifts, transport, or regular driving. Its role is to organize and coordinate supports, not to deliver them directly. So most of the role will be carried out in the background. A lot of the time, some of the tasks will include emails to agencies. It is also not legal or formal advocacy. While support coordinators are there to advocate on behalf of the participant, Level 2 does not give legal advice. It does not act as a representative in tribunals or courts or serve as a guardian, administrator, attorney, or nominee. Although support coordinators can help locate advocacy agencies or legal services and prepare information for them, but it does not replace those roles. So in summary, Level 2 support coordination is very multifaceted. It builds a participant capacity to navigate their NDIS plan, assists with budget building, and connects with the right mix of NDIS community and mainstream services. It supports participants' goal progression while also encouraging informed choice and self-advocacy. It also helps plan for crisis situations by creating simple crisis mitigation plans and clarifying escalation pathways and coordinating brief check-ins so small issues don't become crises. That's it for now. Thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.